Hello, hello. Very good. No problem. Hare Krishna. So last time in the session we were discussing about what is happening in Kurukshetra. So what was happening? Battle has not started. What is happening? What they are thinking. What is their plan and how they are thinking. We understood what Duryodhana is thinking. We understood what Arjuna is thinking, and our boss Dhritarashtra is thinking. We understood the mood of them, right? And there were different ways, almost the way Duryodhana saw and Dhritarashtra saw was same. And whereas Arjuna, when he saw, he got emotional, he forgot his duty. And he's giving excuse that, Prabhu, my mind is disturbed, and if there is a cricket match and 70,000 audience is watching and Virat Kohli goes to Dhoni and he says, Prabhu, mera man nahi hai khelne ka. So what will happen? Right? Like a brick, he has reached the final now, and in final he is telling that I don't want to play. I'm not feeling to play. So same thing is happening. That now battle is there, the enemies are there, everything is ready, but Arjuna is telling I'm not feeling to fight. Now, the intelligent thing which Arjuna does is, he shares his mind to Krishna. And he says, my mind is disturbed. Now, why he is, revealing this the learning was that if you want to do any action properly, even if you want to be in this temple peacefully, where are you sitting? Your body, your mind, and your senses should be in control. Body, mind, and senses. If this is not control, you can't do action properly. It's very difficult. So he's telling, why should I take risk? I should tell Krishna that my mind is disturbed. And it tells Krishna, my mind is disturbed. He reveals to him, and Krishna peacefully hears him as a very nice teacher. He is hearing him. And now, when Arjuna is telling to Krishna, he is confused. And we understood a person who don't want to do anything, he will give 10 excuses. Right? So इन्होंने 10 बहाने दिए, ये नहीं होगा, वो नहीं होगा. And some are genuine also. That so many women, they will become widow. You're like, in Afghanistan and in Iraq recently what happened? All the husbands were killed and women were left alone. And what will happen? Now people will misuse this woman, and who will take care of the children then? Then population in the future will be Asura. So he's telling that what will happen to women? Who will give protection to women? So he gives all these reasons and tells, I don't want to fight. He sits back, and if Gandiva is somewhere else, means his bow and arrow is the only weapon, and he's somewhere else. Now, the great acharyas, they have, this Gandiva of Arjuna symbolizes our determination. To do any work, you need determination. So his determination is slipping now. He's going away. He's giving up his determination. At the end, he lifts this determination. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna uplifts Arjun's determination that you fight. Now Arjuna is confused, and Arjuna asks first question to Krishna. There are how many questions in Bhagavad Gita? 18 questions are there, and corresponding to that 18 chapters are there. But it is not like that one question is equal to one chapter. It is not like that. Don't be in this. Some chapters don't have questions. But why there are no questions? Because those are answers of Krishna. Right? So today, actual Bhagavad Gita will start. So Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Arjuna will ask his first question to Krishna. So are we ready? Yes, sir. I hope you are making notes. At the end of every session for the newcomers, there is a quiz in the save folder. In the quiz folder, there will be quiz for you. You have to take that quiz. And some important announcements are there. So till the time I don't say, don't leave. Don't leave. So we'll start with the first question. Hare Krishna. So there's a PDF. You got the PDF? आप वो खोल सकते हैं अच्छे से देखने के लिए. आपके फोल्डर में PDF है. अर्जुना क्वेश्चन करके एक फोल्डर है, उसमें PDF है. उसमें अच्छे से देख लीजिए आप. Hare Krishna. Can you increase the brightness of TV or your system? It's okay. It is visible today? Much better than before? Right. So shall we start? Yes. Okay. Question 1, chapter number 2, shloka number. We'll start. Next. So Arjuna says to Krishna, can you repeat with me? Karpanya dosho pahata svabhava Rachami tam dharma sammuna cheta Yashe ashan nishitim bruhi tanne Shishya sayaham satimam tvam prapannam. So after getting confused, the battle is there, Pandavas are there, and the Ratha is in the middle. And he asked this question to Krishna. Can you relate some words here? Can you relate some Sanskrit words? Dharma. Then? Huh? Dosho Pratap means?
Simple path.
Okay. Then? Karpanya means? Okay. Karpanya means conjuice. Yeah. Then? Nishchitam means? Mera Nishchay. Anyone else? Yeah. Swabhav. Right? Then? Shishya. You can see the word Shishya. I am your Shishya. So we'll see the translation. You repeat the translation. So we are going to spend good time in understanding the question. So if we understand the question, we can understand answer. Like जब हम छोटे थे, नन्हे मुन्ने बच्चे थे, स्कूल में जाते थे, तो कई बार टीचर गलत मार्क्स देता था. ऐसा क्यों होता था? क्योंकि हमें क्वेश्चन समझ नहीं आया. तो व्हाट मदर विल से एंड ट्यूशन टीचर विल से, क्वेश्चन को अच्छे से समझो. करेक्ट? am I correct? क्वेश्चन को अच्छे से समझो. So we are going to spend some time in question and some time in answer. So in the question, so it says, can you repeat with me? Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrender unto you. Please instruct me. So what does it mean? Yeah. He is seeking refuge of shelter of Krishna. He wants Krishna's shelter. Then he is surrendering. Okay. Then now he is accepting Krishna as a teacher. Then
He is giving the control to
he is giving control to
Krishna. That you are the superior as guide.
Yeah. कई बार हम डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, या when we ask help to someone, especially in taking knowledge from someone, we say, please suggest me, right? Please tell me, or what is your opinion? That means we are not completely in a mood of accepting what that person will say. आपका ओपिनियन क्या है? अब आप कुछ बोलोगे, it is up to me to take or not. आपका सजेशन क्या है? Means there are a lot of people, they have given suggestion, you also give me. And in this world, one seva everyone is doing freely. What is that? Suggestion सब कोई फ्री में देते हैं, मगर कोई लेता नहीं है, है ना? कहीं ना कहीं हमको भी सजेशन देना बहुत अच्छा लगता है, मगर लेना नहीं है. So what word Arjuna has used here? What is the meaning? Instruct is a very powerful word, right? Instruct means आप जो बोलोगे वो मैं, आप जो बोलोगे वो मैं. So this is the mood of a student. Now sometimes we say teacher is not good, and it may happen the student also may not be good, right? Maybe teacher is teaching nicely, but student is not humble. Student has not, surrender that आप जो बोलोगे मैं उसे समझूंगा. So ऐसा नहीं है कि Arjuna is not intelligent. Arjuna is a Yodha. Arjuna is very great person. He has come from the battle of Virat and now he is going to fight in Kurukshetra. Now he is telling Prabhu, you instruct me and I will follow. So this is the mood of Arjuna. So what are the lessons from here? From the question, we'll see that next 2 minutes. Next 2. So this is Gita's driving question. Means this one question will drive Gita. ये एक्सेलेटर है, अभी शुरू होगी गाड़ी, यहाँ से भगवद गीता शुरू होगा. Intelligence means, can you repeat? To know what to do when we don't know what to do. Now what is the state of Arjuna? He don't know what to do. But what he has done, he has surrendered to Krishna. He is taking help. So sometimes we get confused, and that is a symptom of an intelligent person. He immediately takes guidance of someone. He immediately uses experience of some other person. And he says, whatever you say, I will follow. Right? Same thing. He is confused. He don't know what to do. But what he has done here, taking shelter of Krishna. So that means he is intelligent. He is very intelligent. His mind is working. कि कुछ काम नहीं कर रहा, किसी की शरण ले लो, बेस्ट है वो. और किसकी शरण ले रहे हैं वो? भगवान की. नेक्स्ट, पीछे जाना इधर, बैक. हिंदी में पढ़ेंगे एक बार पढ़ेंगे हिंदी में. सम टेस्ट इज देयर राइट इन हिंदी. बुद्धि का मतलब है, बुद्धि का मतलब ये जानना है कि क्या करना है जब हम नहीं जानते कि क्या करना है. राइट? पिछली बार कंप्लेंट था कि हिंदी में बोलिए, तो थोड़ा हिंदी में बोलिए. राइट? नेक्स्ट, अनदर लर्निंग इज, कैन यू रिपीट? Admitting our weaknesses doesn't make us weak. Not admitting them to them does. कौन है कमजोर व्यक्ति? जो अपनी गलती छुपा रहा है, वो दिखाना नहीं चाहता है ना? और करेज किसके पास है? हाँ, मेरे में गलती है. 64 करोड़ सोल्जर के सामने अर्जुन अपने आप को कमजोर मान रहे हैं, और आखिरी में कौन युद्ध जीता? अर्जुन. कमजोर मान लिया, अपनी गलती. तो ये मूड है प्रभु जी भगवत गीता समझने के लिए. आपको कोई संस्कृत नहीं चाहिए, आपको कोई श्लोका याद नहीं करना. आपको क्या चाहिए? प्रॉपर एटीट्यूड. दिस इज द एटीट्यूड. अगर यहाँ पे आप बैठे हैं कि देखते हैं क्या चल रहा है, तब भी समझ नहीं आएगा. हम बैठे हैं यहाँ पे हेल्प लेने के लिए. हमारे जीवन में some issues are there and I accept that I am not capable to handle them. I need Bhagavad Gita in my life. That is the right attitude. That is the right mood of understanding Bhagavad Gita. Sanskrit is not required. If you don't know Bhagavad Gita 0.01% also, it's okay. It's okay. But right attitude is required. That's it. Next. So the question in the essence is, what is dharma and the right thing to do? धर्मा क्या है और मुझे क्या करना है? अब आप बताइए मुझे क्या करना है. अब भगवान यहां से बताना शुरू करते हैं अर्जुन को. नेक्स्ट, अगेन वन लर्निंग इज हियर. डोंट जस्ट आस्क फॉर डिसीजंस, ask for the education for making decisions. हम क्या करते हैं ज्यादातर? वही सजेशन दे दीजिए, मैं अपने आप देख लूंगा. कभी डॉक्टर को जाके पूछा कि आप इंजेक्शन दे दीजिए, मैं अपने आप लगा लूंगा? हुआ ऐसा कभी? नहीं, क्योंकि डॉक्टर को ज्यादा मालूम है. आप दीजिए, मैं अपने आप लगाऊंगा. मारेगा अपने आप को. राइट? सो हमें शिक्षा लेनी चाहिए, और शिक्षा से वर्ड आया शिष्य. द वर्ड शिक्षा के शिष्य. जो सही मायने में शिक्षा लेना चाहता है वो क्या है? शिष्य. जो सिर्फ सजेशन लेना चाहता है वो क्या है? सिर्फ टाइम पास कर रहे हो, सिर्फ टाइम पास. सुनो सबकी, करो मन की. ये वही है, ये उसका ऑपोजिट है कि शिक्षा लीजिए. Next. Again, one more thing is there. That, can you repeat? Are we strong enough to admit that we are not strong enough? यहाँ पे अर्जुन ने क्या किया? अपने आप को कमजोर मान लिया। और सबसे कठिन तो वही है ना, क्यों ऐसा होता है कि हम अपने आप को कमजोर नहीं समझ सकते? हाँ, ईगो। 3 लेटर्स वर्ड ना, EGO, ईगो। बट वो होता नहीं है। ईगो कम्स इन बिटवीन, इन एवरी रिलेशनशिप, in every part of the life. What comes in between? Ego. And everything gets spoiled by ego. Mahabharata actually happened because of
ego
of Kauravas. Next. So Krishna speaks. This is the first verse by Krishna. Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki. So Krishna is speaking now. Can you repeat with me? Shri Bhagavano Vacha. Shri Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Mahaprabhu ki. Shri Bhagavano Vacha. Asocyan Anvasochatvam. Pragyavadam Sabhashashe. Gatashum agatashum cha nanu sochanti pandita. Next. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said. Now Arjuna थोड़ा सा ज्ञान बांट रहे हैं कृष्ण को। इससे पहले थोड़ा सा बोलते हैं कि अच्छा होगा कि हम लड़े नहीं, हम भीख मांग के रह लेंगे, ये राज्य का क्या करेंगे, ये तो हमारे मित्र जैसे हैं। तो ऐसे थोड़ा कृष्ण को समझाने की कोशिश करते हैं। ही इज गिविंग सजेशन टू कृष्णा। सो कृष्णा व्हेन ही हियर्स Arjuna, he smiles. बड़े वो कनिंग स्माइल, मतलब भगवान हंस रहे हैं ना। Then he says this, or what Krishna is telling, that while speaking, you are speaking something nice. It is very like a learning point of view. You are giving nice philosophy. You are mourning. Can you repeat? You are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead. तो भगवान क्या बोल रहे हैं? कि जो समझदार व्यक्ति है, अर्जुन समझदार है, आप ज्यादा ज्ञान बांट रहे हो, मगर एक्चुअली में जो ज्ञान व्यक्ति है, जिसके पास नॉलेज है, हु इज रियली लर्नड, ही डोंट लैमेंट ऑन समथिंग डेड और समथिंग लिविंग. मीन्स लर्नड मीन्स पंडिता. द वर्ड केम इन द श्लोका ना, पंडित. So बोलने की पंडिता व्यक्ति doesn't grieve on something living or something dead. Then what he says?
So he never grieves, Prabhu.
No?
Never feels sad for anyone.
Yeah, he feels sad, but on the right time. Yeah. Next. So who is he? Krishna. So यहाँ पे भगवान बोल रहे हैं. So can you tell me the meaning of word Bhagwan?
God. Bhagwan.
That is English term. Bhagwan means? Huh? Bhagwan means? The Supreme Personality. भगवान का मतलब क्या है? हाँ? Okay. Okay. Bhagwan. The most used word in India. Which is that? हे भगवान.
The owner of all.
है ना? मगर हमें उसका मतलब नहीं मालूम है. हे भगवान, राइट? पता होना चाहिए ना कि हम किसको बुला रहे हैं, हमें उसका मतलब मालूम है. तो हाँ,
सर्वमान्य.
सर्वमान्य. हम उसका एक्चुअल मीनिंग देखेंगे, राइट?
The owner of all opulence.
Yeah, something like that. Correct. You see that? So Vishnu Puran 6.547 says, what happened? It's not happening. No? It is coming one by one. Okay. Aishwaryasya samagrasya virayasya yashasashriya jnana vairagyasya chaiva Sanan Bhagam iti gana. Translation. Bhagwan means, can you repeat? Who possesses these six opulences. All riches, all strength, all influence, all wisdom, all beauty, all renunciation. Means भगवान सबसे बड़े सन्यासी भी हैं, सबसे सुंदर है, सबसे महान है. आप देखिए कि 5000 साल पहले भगवत गीता बोला गया था और आज भी हमारे जैसे लोग उसे डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. कुछ ऐसा इंसिडेंट है. So he is still famous. His name people take and do yajna, right? Vishnu, Krishna, Rama, right? So this is opulence. And how much we can be beautiful. One day we are going to get old, right? When Krishna was in Mahabharata, you know how many years old he was?
112.
125 years old. But he was appearing like 15 years old boy. उनको कॉस्मेटिक से मेकअप करके नहीं आए थे वो, राइट? वो 15 साल के ही लग रहे थे. तो भगवान का वैसे लग रहा था कि आयु बढ़ रहा है, मगर दिखने में वो एकदम 15 साल के युवा थे, राइट? सो ही इज वेरी ब्यूटीफुल, ही इज वेरी रिच, ही इज हैविंग एवरीथिंग, राइट? ऑल प्लैनेट्स एंड एवरीथिंग बिलोंग्स टू हिम. टू अस बिलोंग्स 1 acre, few square feet, right? To him belongs everything. You know how much you can capture or how much somebody can cheat also. There is no bigger cheater than how you can say like that. I didn't say this. How you can say this?
Prabhupada
said. So Vaman Dev came in a form of Brahmana, right? You know Vaman Dev? And he's telling Bali Maharaj that how much land he wants? Just 3, I want just 3. So he's telling, Arey, you are such a great Brahmana and you don't know my opulence, so much I am having, right? Why don't you ask more? So he said, okay, I want 3 steps only, you give me 3 first. Then he takes 3, he covers the hell. You know, in second he covers the heaven and all the 14 planetary system. And third step is still remaining. And he's confused now. Well, he's confused. What is happening? Everything got covered. He said, you have not fulfilled your promise, so you have to go to jail. So Bali Maharaj goes to jail. And he says, still you have to give me, you know, the third step land. So what he offers to him? That you can keep here. So, how much we may have, how much powerful we become by making these muscles and tussles, you know, nothing is going to work. Nothing. There is one person who is always beautiful, always strength, you know, and just by, you see people are coming to this temple for home. So, from your home he is having power to influence you. So, like that. So, this is Bhagwan. Who is full, means उनके पास किसी चीज की कमी नहीं है, वो खुश भी हैं. Some gopis, they will dance with Krishna in the Vrindavan and one gopi thinks now Krishna is mine and immediately Krishna will leave. So he don't bother about anyone, that somebody is his friend or something. He is sannyasi, he is a brahmachari, like that. He can leave anything anytime and he can take anything anytime. This is Krishna. Right? Next. So why this was important to understand? We are starting Bhagavad Gita. Some people think that Krishna is a normal human being. Right? Ki Bhagwan to bhi hai nahi, he is dead. And there are so many foreigner, you know, commentators who declare that now only his knowledge is left. But Krishna is eternal. He is Satchit Ananda Vigraha. He is eternal. We are also eternal. If we don't die, how Krishna can leave this? So he is always there. Next. So, Natu evaham jatu nasham natam me janasita na chaiva na bhavishyam sarvayamata param. So Krishna says to Arjuna, because he is going to kill. He says, Prabhu, never was there a time, can you repeat? when I did not exist, or nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be. मतलब कोई मरेगा ही नहीं, कोई मरता ही नहीं है। आप भी पहले थे, मैं भी पहले था, और ये जो राजा हैं ये भी रहेंगे, और ये चलता रहेगा। तो कृष्ण इसलिए कोई मरने वाला है ही नहीं है, कोई मरने वाला नहीं है। अर्जुन को क्या लग रहा है कि उन्हें पाप लगेगा, किसी की मृत्यु होगी, मगर पहले ही भगवान क्लियर कर दिया कि कोई मरने वाला नहीं है। तो होने वाला क्या है? What is going to happen then? Where they will go? That is going to discuss. Then he says, Prabhu, Dehino asmin yatha dehi kaumaram yomanam janat tatha dehantra praptir dhirat tatranam mohyati. So he says that what is going to happen is, as the embodied soul continuously passes in this body, in this body what has happened? From the boyhood to the youth, to old age, soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change. Now Arjuna is trying to become very sober. So he's telling, what is the symptom of sober person? That he is not bothered about what is going to happen, that change. He can accept the change. Now what knowledge Krishna is giving to Arjuna, that like we are some 35 to 40 years old or 50 years old, and what is changing constantly? Body is changing. पहले थोड़े बाल थे, फिर ज्यादा है, बाल लंबे हुए, और फिर व्हाइट हो गए, फिर दांत टूट गए, फिर दांत आगे हमने लगवा लिए या कुछ करा लिए, right? So this is only happening, right? But what is remaining same? Soul. As a person you are same. We are same person. We were in first class, 10th class, 12th class, degree, job or old age. We are the same person. But what has grown is our consciousness and this body. But a person we are same. हमें थोड़ा सा ज्ञान मिल गया, थोड़ा सा मैच्योरिटी आ गया, मगर एज अ पर्सन आई एम सेम. आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर आई वॉज इन फर्स्ट क्लास, राइट? और टिफिन खाते थे हम लोग, है ना, ऐसे, और आधा खाते थे, आधा वही है, हम अभी भी वही है. हाँ, तो भगवान बोल रहे हैं कि ऐसा ही होता है. मृत्यु के समय पे क्या होता है कि जैसे अभी आत्मा 2 साल में थी, 3 में थी, 10 में थी, 15 में थी, ऐसे ही आत्मा क्या करती है, मृत्यु के समय में दूसरी बॉडी में चली जाती है. मृत्यु के बाद में आत्मा है, मगर मृत्यु के बाद में यही आत्मा दूसरी बॉडी में चली जाती है और नए शरीर में चली जाती है. तो भगवान कहना क्या चाहते हैं कि ये जो जितने भी योद्धा यहाँ पे जो अपना शरीर छोड़ेंगे, इनकी आत्मा जाएगी दूसरे शरीर में, इन्हें नया शरीर मिलेगा. अभी ये बूढ़े हैं, इन्हें नया बॉडी मिल जाएगा. तो तुम डर क्यों रहे हो? क्यों डर रहे हो? Then Krishna says the next part, ना जायते म्रियते ना कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भवितव्य ना भूय अजो नित्य शाश्वतो यम पुराणो ना हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. So he says, for the soul there is neither birth nor death at any time. Means उसकी कभी मृत्यु नहीं होती और उसका कभी जन्म नहीं होता. He has not come into being, does not come into being. वो पहले से ही यहाँ पे है. आत्मा पहले से ही यहाँ पे है, सृष्टि में है आत्मा. वो कहीं से ऊपर से नीचे से नया आत्मा बन के नहीं आता. we are always existing. Then it says, and will not come into the being. He is unborn. जब हम बोलते हैं कि she is my mother and she has given me birth, so she has given birth to the body. Atma is already there. What takes birth is the body, not the Atma. आत्मा वो शरीर में प्रकट होती है ना. Then it is mentioned, he is unborn, eternal, ever existing and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. जब इसको कोई मारता है या काटता है, जब इसकी मृत्यु होती है, तो किसको दर्द होता है? शरीर को प्रॉब्लम होता है, आत्मा को कुछ नहीं होता है. और शरीर को प्रॉब्लम क्यों होता है? क्योंकि आत्मा उसके अंदर है. नहीं तो शरीर डेड है. We'll see that how it is. Next श्लोक. वाशांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नावानि गृह्णाति नरो परानि तथा शरीरानि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नावानि देहि. तो भगवान बोलते हैं अर्जुन को कि as a person puts on new garments, can you repeat? Giving up the old ones. The soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and the useless. Do we really bother about our torn or old clothes? No, we throw them, है ना? और इंडिया में बहुत अच्छे से यूज करते हैं पुराने कपड़े का. क्या क्या करते हैं? पोछा बनाएंगे, रात को डालने के लिए बना लेंगे, राइट? रात को बनाने के लिए डाल लेंगे तो पोछा भी बना लेंगे. सुबह थोड़ा और पुराना हो तो छोड़ते नहीं, बहुत अच्छे से यूज करते हैं, राइट? हाँ,
The time of death.
I will explain you. You ask question. So that's what happens. When something becomes useless, we don't bother it, right? Then, so we'll try to understand with this some diagram. This is very important. Very important part of Bhagavad Gita. So consider this skull as a body, complete body. Okay? Can you see this? Can you zoom in? Come this side. Yeah. So consider this white line through this body, the physical body. Okay? So this physical body is made of what? 5 elements. Which are those? Earth, water, fire, air, ether. Right? Har sharir means even this living and non-living thing is also made of these 5 elements. किसी में पानी ज्यादा है, you know in human form how much water it is? 70%. 70% of our body is made of water, right? And earth, then fire. There is a fire in our stomach which is helping for digestion. वो बोलते हैं ना, हाँ मुंह से आग निकालते हैं ना, बड़े बड़े डेमन. वो कहाँ से आती है? आग है हमारे पेट के अंदर पहले से, right? So air is there, right? And we are having some space. We are consuming some space in this world, right? So these are the elements which make this gross body. Okay? Then there is subtle body. Subtle body means there is mind, intelligence and false ego. So what is mind? Mind means a library or a repository of ideas. Suppose I saw something and immediately I am getting ideas. Right? So where these ideas are getting stored? In the mind. Now you can't see this mind. It's like a Google email. We see physically that there are emails in the system, but where are those mails actually? Where is Google? It is a cloud. You can't see that, right? Can you see Google? In somewhere it's a cloud. Same way our mind is also like a cloud. It's not visible. Then there is intelligence. What is intelligence? Intelligence means to have a distinction that this is wrong, this is right, this is good, this is bad, this will benefit me, or this is favorable for my bhakti, or this is favorable for my life, or this is bad for my life. This power comes from intelligence. And then there is the ego. Ego means feelings that I want to enjoy now, right? We want to enjoy everything, right? I. So this I is who? Ego. So from where this feeling is coming, that is ego. Now we can't see each other ego, but it is there. So the subtle body on the gross body which is functioning is, the gross body is functioning on subtle body. Exactly like we'll understand. And then there is, you understand the thin line, you understand this line, and there's a yellow line. Now this yellow line is soul. This body is dead. Actually this body is dead. Now these are the chemicals, 5 chemicals, right? Our body is made of that. So how these chemicals are functioning? Because there is soul. Like there's a very nice car. how that car is working actually because of petrol, right? So exactly, or there's a driver. So who is driving this body is not the oxygen or the blood or something. It is the soul which is driving the body. If there is no soul, this body is dead. Next. So exactly like this. Can you see this? I will ask you question, Prabhu. I'll ask you question. I'll just ask question. If you didn't answer, then you will not get certificate. Or today's prashad. So please hear carefully. So, for example, there is a subtle body which is like a software. Okay. Then there is a gross body which is like hardware. And there is a user. Now, is this having any value if this person is not using it? There is no value. Same way, the soul is a real person. But we identify ourselves with this body. We pamper this body. We take care of this body. We take care of our mind. And we give so much importance to our ideas. But who are we? We are soul. We'll understand this more. Can you go next? And the soul is made of Sat Chit Anand. This is the constitutional position of the soul. That who am I? I am Sat Chit Anand. And I am Das. I am Das. These are the feelings which are there in the soul. Soul is not something empty. You know, soul knows everything. Soul is very intelligent. And soul is always blissful. Soul is always happy. As the soul is very happy. But now we are in this body, so we suffer with this body. We are suffering with this body. Sometimes you get pain and sometimes you get pleasure. So how to understand that there is soul? Can you go next? By consciousness. So consciousness is the attribute of soul. Is a symptom that soul is there. When you feel pain, that means soul is there. When you feel pleasure, that means वो करते हैं ना, tickling करते हैं ना, वहाँ से. So why he is feeling that thing? Because soul is there, right? Otherwise soul is not there. So how? This is the way the soul, we perceive everything, pain and pleasure is always there. That means you are living. Otherwise you are dead. Now the same wife who hugs the husband throughout the life, right? At the time of death, when the husband is died, if she just touches the body of the husband, she has to wash hands. And she is telling, my husband has gone, my husband has gone. But where is the husband? Husband is there. Or the father is there, brother is there. They are there now. For whom we are crying then? The soul has gone. So who is the real person who has gone? Soul. Body is still there. People leave body at the age of 25 also. Organs are fine, everything is fine. But it is there. So the real thing was the soul, who was bearing the suffering, who was bearing the pain, who was feeling the happiness. Who was he? He was soul. And soul is not something like male and female. Soul is soul. Soul is soul. So that's what Krishna is trying to say here. Next. So like this, when we die, we enter into one of the 84 lakh species of life. वो सुना आपने 84 लाख योनि? सुना आपने? जिसमें से 4 लाख human का योनि है. Human species are there. 4 lakh. There are, can you zoom it? There are 30 lakh. इससे क्विज है आपके उसमें. तो इसमें अभी क्वेश्चन आप देख लेना खोल के. तो जिसमें से men का है 4 lakh, animals 30 lakh, birds 10 lakh, insects 11 lakh, aquatics 9 lakh, trees and plants 20 lakh. इतना सारा स्पीशीज है. और मृत्यु के समय जो भी हमारी चेतना होती है, हमारा कर्म करने के बाद में हम किसी एक योनि में एंटर कर जाते हैं. तो भगवान बोल रहे हैं ना कि यू विल गो टू अनदर बॉडी, विल गो टू अनदर बॉडी. will go in one of these bodies. Not that I want human only, I want human, I don't want this. No. Nothing will work. Or I want this papa only, this mummy only. My brother should be like this. Nothing. You don't have any choice. है ना? आपने अपने पेरेंट को चूज किया, दे दिया बस. अब भाई जैसा मर्जी हो, बहन जैसी मर्जी हो, आप उसी के साथ रहना है आपको. मगर हम भगवान प्लानिंग करके भेजते हैं, वही है. तो जो जैसा मिला हमें उसको एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ता है. Like that is that. Next. So now how to apply this knowledge? We should understand I am, can you repeat? I am actually bulletproof, fireproof, waterproof, windproof, and timeproof. Nothing is going to happen to me. Huh? Somebody said something. So nothing is going to happen to us. Who is going to leave? Only body will get, actually soul will leave the body. So what Krishna is telling to Arjuna, that why are you worried? Nobody is going to die. Now in every part of the world or in every country, two people are having very critical job. One is soldier and one is doctor. Right? So उनका जो ट्रेनिंग होता है वो एक तो ट्रेनिंग होता है स्किल्स ट्रेनिंग. सेकेंड ट्रेनिंग इज दैट यू शुड नॉट बिकम इमोशनल. काटना ही पड़ेगा आपको, ऑपरेशन करना पड़ेगा. ऐसा नहीं है मैं नहीं काटूंगा तो डर लग रहा है ना, नहीं. उसका स्किल, द मेन नॉलेज इज गिवन टू हिम इज दैट डोंट बिकम इमोशनल व्हाइल डूइंग ऑपरेशन. एनीवन डॉक्टर है? कुछ है? कोई मेडिकल बैकग्राउंड है? नो वन. वी डोंट हैव डॉक्टर. कोई होगा मगर हाथ खड़ा नहीं कर रहे थे. पक्का है, मुझे दिख रहा है. जो हंस रहे वही है. So Arjuna was suffering from one disease. What was that? Anyone else? Misidentification. He was thinking they are bodies, and Krishna is telling to him they are. हम अपने आप को क्या समझते हैं कि मैं कौन हूँ? ये बॉडी है. एंड दिस बॉडी इज एवरीथिंग. नो, माई बॉडी इज एवरीथिंग एंड माई पेरेंट्स बॉडी इज एवरीथिंग, माई ब्रदर बॉडी इज एवरीथिंग, और एनीवन, माई चिल्ड्रन बॉडी इज एवरीथिंग टू मी, बट दे आर सोल. कोई मरेगा नहीं. अगर हम एक बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट था व्हेन आई वाज अबाउट टू जॉइन फुल टाइम टेम्पल, and I was thinking that what will happen to parents and something like that. तो बोले प्रभु जी कुछ नहीं होगा, आप सेवा करो, भगवान ध्यान रखेंगे. तो मैं समझ गया वो क्या कहने लगे. तो इट वॉज वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट. मैं कहा हाँ कुछ होगा नहीं, कुछ भी होने नहीं वाला है. मुझे डर लग रहा है कि कुछ होगा नहीं. सो देन आई सेड प्रभु ओके आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट आई एम सोल, बट देन व्हाट आई हैव टू डू नाउ? यू टोल्ड मी आई एम सोल, सो व्हाट अबाउट दिस बॉडी? Or what about my parents and what about my, family? What will happen to them? So that comes the question. If you are not this body, you are soul, then what about the body? So Arjuna asks next. So Krishna explains who are you? You are soul. This is the learning. So can you go next? Yeah. This is very important. So as a human being, we have got a special intelligence, and what is that? To query. ऐसा नहीं है कि जानवरों के पास बुद्धि नहीं है, उनके पास है, मगर इतना नहीं है कि वो हम जैसे बैठे हैं समझ सके या पूछ सके why I am suffering. No, they don't have. So the one question which every human being should ask, that is अथातो ब्रह्मा जिज्ञासा. Can you repeat? कि मैं कौन हूँ? मैं कौन हूं? मैं कहां से आया हूं? हाउ एम एग्जिस्टिंग? व्हाट विल हैपन टू मी? कभी हमने क्वेश्चन पूछा? नहीं पूछा. बोलेंगे हाउ आर यू? आई एम फाइन, एंड नोबडी इज फाइन. वो हंसता है सामने से, एकदम स्माइल अच्छा रहता है. अंदर क्या है? बहुत दर्द है अंदर, बहुत दर्द है. So one question we should ask. So in Dwapar Yuga, Satyug, Kalyug, people used to ask each other that what is your plan to get liberation? When are you planning liberation? Because people were very intelligent. in Dwapar Yuga, Satyuga, Treta, the consciousness of people were very intelligent. Now, the same thing Arjuna asked something to Krishna. He says, can you repeat with me, how do I act in life? How I'm supposed to live then? So I should not do anything now. I'm a soul, I understood I'm soul. So what should I do now? What about this body? So this is the second part of our conversation today. So this will come, the Dharma part will come. Next. So Krishna explains to Arjuna. All of us have two types of duties. One is material duties and we have spiritual duties. So we'll understand spiritual duties, right? So what are our spiritual duties? Next. In the Sanskrit it is known as Swadharma. Can you repeat? Swadharma means that refer to our material duties like taking care of parents, your job, your responsibilities, dharma towards your country, dharma towards your society, dharma towards your apartment, right? So like that there are so many dharma. So these all are Swadharma. These are Swadharma. This is the dharma of the body. But what is the dharma? Second dharma is there's sadhana bhakti. Can you repeat? So this is the dharma of soul now. This is dharma of soul, which is also known as Sanatana Dharma. So it means that our process of sadhana by which we realize our spiritual nature. Now how to realize that I am soul, that is known as sadhana. And how to free this soul from so much suffering of the world is known as sadhana bhakti. This is the duty of soul. Now, can you go next to it? Yeah. Before I explain, we'll try to understand that why we are not satisfied, right? Who can say that I'm completely satisfied? I don't have any want. I don't have anything. I'm satisfied. If you don't give me, I'm happy. If you give me, then also I'm happy. Why? We are not somewhere satisfied. So we need three levels of satisfaction. Right? Can you please note down this? We need physical satisfaction. Right? On physical point, we want to eat, we want to sleep, we need to have sex life, and all these things are physical want. Right? So we need to satisfy this body. Now, at a mental level, also we need satisfaction. Like we want respect, we want honor, we want good name. Good name gives us what? It gives satisfaction to your mind. Now, we want satisfaction at the emotional level also. Like we want relationship, we want people to care for us, we want people to scold us, right? Scolding is also caring. So we want, sometimes people become lonely, they feel so empty, right? Because there are no relationship. There is no physical satisfaction, there is no emotional satisfaction, there is no mental satisfaction. Now, suppose you are emotionally broke and physically I say, Prabhuji, there is a gulab jamun today. There is a gulab jamun. And you are telling me, I am emotionally broke, right? अभी breakup हुआ है मेरा और आप गुलाब जामुन खाने के लिए बोल रहे हो. आप खुशी मना रहे हो, मैं गमी बना रहा हूँ, right? So it is not possible. If you are emotionally broke, you can't enjoy physically, and if you are mentally broke, you can't do anything in your life. Mentally means पागल हो गया वो. किसी ने respect नहीं दिया, सब कुछ नहीं मिला, you know, I was not respected, nobody gave me attention. So this is our need. So this is not happening in a life. Sometimes we are so much physically satisfied, and sometimes we are so much emotionally satisfied, sometimes we are so much mentally satisfied. So we need three kinds of satisfaction. This is our need. But above this, there is our spiritual satisfaction. The satisfaction of Atma. We need Atma को satisfy करेंगे, so ये तीनों अपने आप satisfy होता है. Physical, mental, emotional. Because soul is satisfied. If soul is satisfied, actual you is satisfied, then everything will be satisfied. You will not need anything much, because the real person is satisfied now. So how soul gets satisfaction now? Or what is the food for the soul? Or what is the duties of the soul which soul likes to do? What are that? We'll discuss this. So there is one shloka which says, can you repeat with me? Sadhu Sangha, Naam Kirtan, Bhagavata Shravana, Mathura Vas, Shri Murtira, Shraddhaya Sevana. So it is A, B, C, D, E. So A means association. Like we like this satsanga. Right? Like drunkards association, right? If you bring to them, अरे पागल लोग बैठेंगे यार, चलो ये गंजे गंजे घूमते रहते हैं और सबका दिमाग खराब करते रहते हैं, right? They'll come like this only, right? और सबको गंजा कर देते हैं. So some people think like this because उनको क्या चाहिए? Physical satisfaction. And here we are for soul satisfaction. So this satsanga gives satisfaction. Then what is B? B means book reading, Bhagavad Gita reading. So like when you read, you will feel satisfied. But you have to read for that. Now when I am telling all these things, it is not we are just learning it. You have to do it. Then you will feel satisfied. When you come in association, you will be satisfied. When you read, you will feel satisfied. Then C is chanting. Chanting means Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. So Atma ko chahiye. I was giving one session in Manyata and we introduced the chanting. We made people chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. In the next session, one boy came and I said to anyone having some doubts, he said, yes, I'm having a doubt. He raised his hand, yes. I said, yeah, what is your doubt? He said that when I chant, somewhere my anger is going. I want to know where it is going and how it is going. I want to know. He said, it has never happened and still I'm chanting. And when I'm chanting, anger is going. So for 15 minutes we couldn't understand his question. I said, Prabhu, you are chanting, your impurities are going. He said, no. I want to know where it is going. How it is going. So someone again helped in the audience. Prabhu is trying to. He said, no. Chup. I want to know where it is going. How it is going. So when we chant, these impurities go from our mind. The feeling of calm, the feeling of krodh, lobh, this gets balanced. This gets balanced. How much is required? The chanting will bring you to that level. Chanting will make you satisfied. That be satisfied with this much. Because now we are getting satisfaction of soul. Then D means diet. Means eating prasadam. How many of like khichdi of Iskcon? Very tasty, right? I was in Chopati in Mumbai. I got connected to Iskcon in Mumbai and the session will start 2 o'clock and 12 o'clock they will distribute tokens. So I'll go very fast running without taking bath on Sunday and I will take this token and then Prabhuji, you are coming for the class. I say, yes Prabhu, I'll come. I will come for the class, don't worry. So I'll go take token, come back and 1 o'clock class will start. So 12 to 1 they will distribute token. So I'll go in the time, I'll take token, come back. My home was very near. So class will start, class will end. Then I'm there in the prasadam queue first. So much satisfaction I was getting from prasadam. So much satisfaction. So after taking prasadam, this is my condition now. You know? So taking prasadam is also bhakti. You know, one boy was there and we were in the IIT Kharagpur, we were preaching him. So he was telling that so many people come. So many people are coming. And he was telling Prabhu, there was one person who was coming for only Prashadam. And he thinks nobody knows him. But we know he comes, takes Prashadam, goes back, and he goes. But when he comes, we feel very happy. He said, at least people are coming for Prashadam. Then he said, one day what happened? It was a long time he was coming for Prashadam. And one day I took courage that, oh, please stand 2 rounds. Please, 2 rounds of chanting you do. 2 rounds. Please stand 2 rounds. Please, 2 rounds you chant. 2. And this person is seeing the condition. De do, mala de do. Ro mat, de do. So that person was telling that I started chanting because of this devotee. Not for Krishna I did chanting. I did chanting for this devotee. After 3 years, that person became brahmachari. Just by chanting in Prashadam. So he said, we feel very happy at least people are coming for Prashadam. Actually people scare. See, I know I am coming for Prashadam. And I am not doing much. I am not understanding also anything. But we feel happy. And if people are coming somehow, they are taking Prashadam. So in Jagannath Puri, they worship Prashadam. You know? The bhoga of the Lord is worshipped. उसको अगर भगवान का फोटो नहीं है तो प्रसाद की आरती कर देते हैं. इतना पावरफुल है प्रसाद. So this is the power of taking prasadam and then aarti, deity worship, like you see here, that is deity worship. And then there is E. E means we should go to Dham. We should go to spiritual places like Mathura, Vrindavan, Dwarka. In South India we have so many dhams, right? So on the 7th week of our program, this is 2nd week, 7th week of the program we'll go for trip. You will come for the trip? So we'll go. So 7th week we will go for the trip. But there is a criteria that I will tell later. So it is not criteria that you are taking prasadam, I am eligible. It is not. That is not the criteria. So these are the 5 needs of soul. Soul needs. आत्मा को चाहिए ये. अब जब ये सेटिस्फैक्शन मिल जाएगा ना आत्मा को, तो वो फिजिकल, इमोशनल, मेंटल अपने आप सेटिस्फाई हो जाएगा. और अगर वो तीनों मिल भी जाता ना, तब भी हम सेटिस्फाई नहीं रहते, राइट? देयर वाज वन प्लेयर ना, दैट रोनाल्डो है ना, फुटबॉलर है ना, ही इज हैविंग सो मच मनी बट नाउ ही इज मेंटली नॉट सेटिस्फाइड. He is gone now. Nobody is allowing him in the country also to play, you know, something like that. No clubs, nobody. So much money, so much money, but it is not giving him satisfaction. Correct? No satisfaction is not there. He is disturbed that nobody is giving me respect, nobody is caring. Like that it is there. So if we fulfill these 5 needs, we automatically fulfill the 3 needs. Automatically, it is so powerful because we are taking care of the real thing, that is soul. Next. This is clear? Okay. Any question here till now?
Why do spiritually realized people don't work hard like the material?
Who is not working hard?
No, actually,
I am not working hard.
Prabhu, you are working hard, but not.
So why? Everyone works hard.
No, I said that.
Yeah, outside people they do work hard. We do smart work.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard some people give the argument that procreating is the duty of a human as a biological species. So, for those who take brahmacharya, for those who don't participate, is that like not doing a duty? Is that something?
Yeah, it is a realized. After some time, it is not, now I am also serving as a brahmachari, but I have done my duties and I have served my parents, I have taken care of their financial needs, their emotional needs. I am taking care of that. Right? And I have taken a blessing from them, I have taken permission from them, then only I am here. Right? And it is We have not stopped, na, Ishan Prabhu? It is not so it is not that we have left. I still maintain my relation. I go home, right? But yes, now somewhere I realize that soul, that this duty is very important. Because these duties will go with me. In every life, I will change my Swadharma. You know Swadharma, but my spiritual duties will remain same. And the result of this spiritual duties will help me to my soul to purify. This will help me to liberate from here. This will help me to come out of the suffering. So when we see the eternal benefit, and when we see that yes, I am convinced, I feel that, then we can take these decisions. Artificially we can't leave anything. One boy was there. Did I told last time? One boy was there. He said, he came to me and he said, Prabhuji, I want to become brahmachari. I was, okay. Brahmachari means I want to be a full time. Yeah, very nice. He said, but I will tell you on weekend. Only next Saturday, Sunday I will tell you that my decision is firm or not. So I became very curious. You will tell me and you want to become, what is this? He said, Prabhuji, I am going to propose one girl. And if she says, yes, I will marry you, then I will... Don't wait for me. And if she says, no, I am going to come here. He didn't call me. So, this is becoming brahmachari out of frustration. Or taking the part of sannyas out of... This kind of people doesn't stay. Very difficult. Yeah, frustration of material world helps you to realize. But it is not that I hate this, I love this. That is not going to happen. It happens very naturally. That yes, I realize this is important and I feel that this suits my nature. Like I am also missionary and I want to be a part of mission. So it takes time. Simply it cannot happen. Like that sometimes people out of immaturity they take decisions. What happens to the mind? Consciousness is the attribute of soul, not the mind. Mind. Yeah.
Consciousness is the attribute of soul.
Yeah.
It's the inner eye.
Yeah.
So how do we use mind?
Mind. Yeah. So mind is like a window for the soul. Mind is like a window for the soul. So the soul is there in the body, but soul is perceiving everything outside through this mind. So mind is window for the soul. Yeah. This world is there. So what is the first thing which interacts with the world is our mind. So mind is getting some idea. And now we have an intelligence. So through that intelligence we understand I want this thing in my life, I don't want this thing in my life, like that. So this mind is a window for the soul. Through this the soul sees, and through the mind only everything penetrates.
So is consciousness also a state of mind?
Yeah, so mind, the purity of the mind, that when everything is coming from the outside, so if the mind is impure, everything will go inside you will be impure. If mind is impure,
Who makes it impure? Who makes it impure?
This world.
So we can reduce the impurity?
Yes. You can go to the level of ignorance. You can act in ignorance, you can act in goodness also. So we need to train our mind to be in the goodness.
So what you are proposing is the ideal should be to apply Dharma with Dharma.
Yeah, we will touch the topic of karma next part. So when we say we have to pure our soul, that exactly in the practical term it means that pure your mind. Because if mind is pure, then soul will be pure. Soul is Sachitanand, it is pure. But right now, at the present state, the mind has made the soul impure. Because mind has been contaminated by so many things. So what is going to the soul is also, soul is suffering, soul is happy because of this mind only.
So one more question.
Yeah.
When we say three forms of our soul, Satyam, Dharma, and so how do you appreciate that the subtle body?
So subtle body, when we say our subtle body is always active. Suppose I am sleeping. Now if you see, my body is inactive. My outer body inactive, its senses are not working, it is sleeping. But what is always active is my subtle body is always active. So in the dream also, what is traveling is the soul. So that's why it is mentioned that when we sleep, when we are sleeping, after that if we wear the new clothes, means fresh clothes, we should not touch that place because it is impure. Because our subtle body travels so many parts, and it is contaminated. So we say that it is like Pujari. Now Pujari doesn't sleep in the same clothes. So this is my new clothes, fresh clothes, if I touch the bed, it's gone. So ultimately, we have to work on the subtle element. So same question Arjuna asked, it is the fourth question of Arjuna. That how this pravritti of doing wrong is coming in me. I don't want to do anything wrong, but what makes me to do something wrong? So that is the question, fourth question of Arjuna. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Take the mic. Yeah. It's a very nice question. Yeah.
I want to know what's the story coming of Lord. So, as the video that you are not so that human.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Every year that every number is so, it's a different
yeah. Yeah. So there is no limit to the quantity of the souls. Souls are there. Like why we are thinking like this? Because we think this is the only world. But there are so many planetary systems are there. If you die here, your soul can go to Satyalok also. Can go to Brahmalok also. And there also living entities are there. We can go to Chandra also. Chandra is also having living entities. So there is no limit to the quantity of the soul. Souls are existing. Yeah, it is not like that. Like why we perceive this world is the only world. It is also a game of consciousness. Now when we were very small, so our home was world, right? When we were very small, 1 year, we used to think this is the world. Then we thought that this colony is my world. Then we understood that, I'm in a town, this is the only world. Then we understand, no, I am a part of a state now, so state is the world. Then country, then there are so many countries, and there are so many countries in this planet, and there are so many planets are there. So it is not limited. There are n numbers of souls, and bodies are limited. 84 lakh species are there. Now how we get this 84 lakh species? At the time of that, yam yam vapi smrana bhavam, that whatever you think at the time of death, or whatever consciousness you have cultivated throughout the life takes you in the next body. Now the problem is, in this human form, we can act like any other species. Like dog can act like only But human can act like dog also, cat also, jump also. So whatever desires are there, with a higher arrangement, the body is arranged. Yeah. We are souls.
If I change them all, they will be changed. But Krishna says that only souls will be remaining.
They will remain. Only bodies will change. Yeah.
We have Sanatana Dharma. We should not eat non-veg. We should not kill someone for and there also we can say that the bodies are only souls.
Yeah.
Soul is remaining.
Yeah.
Why can say that
It is a sin. Yeah. So only the person who is authorized, he can do. Arjuna's dharma is to protect the society. He is Kshatriya. So if he kills, there is no sin. If a doctor cuts also and patient is killed, he will not get punishment, right? Because law will support him. He is a doctor and you have come to the doctor. Soldier will not get punishment because they are authorized. So actually it is, we don't have any right to kill anyone. But unknowingly we are killing so many entities, like in air, in water, right? Always some killing is happening. So always this is creating a small sin. Always. That was the Arjuna worry in the last session. He gave one reason, that I will get sins. You remember? That I will get sins. So any type of killing, knowingly, unknowingly, we get sins and reactions with that. Our soul is feeling. Emotions are coming from the soul. Yeah. Yeah, it is, the pain is there, no? Through pain and pleasure. Why you are feeling? Because you are active. It is not mind. Mind is not having capacity to feel anything. Mind is able to act because soul is there in the body. Soul is only feeling. We can't do that. Yeah. So we have to come to that. We have to come to that consciousness. When you come to that consciousness, you can feel that, but you don't get disturbed by that. Right now the emotions are disturbing us, right? Yeah. So when pains and sorrows are, happiness is there, and when we don't get disturbed, that means we are coming to the soul platform. You know that you are getting pain, but you are not so disturbed because you understand it is temporary. So slowly you are coming to the soul platform. Mind will tell you, no, you are body. Mind pushes that enjoy this. Yeah. So mind is making you moha, emotional. So soul has to understand whether it is soul is on the higher platform. Soul is on the higher platform. Soul should understand this is my mind is saying, not me. Somebody is making me act like this. So soul itself is conscious. It can deal with mind. Like when we are doing something, we know what we should do, what we should not do. Right? We know that decision is coming from the soul. When you know very nicely that this is wrong, this is right, that means soul is acting. Yeah, that is mind pushes the intelligence. Yeah, mind, the desires of the mind is so strong that intelligence doesn't work at that time. Yeah. Soul, mind has taken a vow that I am going to vanish this soul.
The soul should be more powerful.
Yeah, soul should hanker for this intelligence. Soul is powerful, Satchit Ananda. But because of this impure mind, the soul thinks I am the body, I am the mind. Hare Krishna. Yes. Any other question? एक पीछे क्वेश्चन है.
Since you have said that we have also and how can travel anywhere.
Yeah.
So, how is that related with AD4 and species?
Sorry?
How are you relating with AD4 and
From all the planets.
oh.
Devtas also is one of the species. Superhumans. Yes, sir.
The Bhagavad Gita happened when human passed away before human yoga.
Gyan was before that only was given, no?
In that case, when Gyan is already been given to Arjuna,
Yeah.
then the Nandini says, why is Arjuna feeling that?
Yeah, because that is a symptom of a devotee. He feels. It is not that devotee is, senseless. It is not that understanding I am soul makes you emotionless. It is not like that. But you understand that this is temporary. This philosophy is not to make us emotionless. This philosophy is to make us more sensible. Now, for a child thinks that there is a small toy, right? And child thinks that my car is exactly like father's car, right? So for him it is right, that his car is exactly like father's car. But it is nonsense. His thought process is nonsense. Yeah, so what I am telling, so when knowledge comes, then he comes to the senses.
What I'm trying to ask is that in this instead of being whether something good happening or something bad happening.
Yeah.
So in that case, what you're telling is not maybe we are trying to say the fixed emotion. When we are happy, we show one emotion.
Yeah.
When we are sad, we are showing one
Yeah. Yeah.
So then the consequences will not happen.
Yeah. But it is not that we should become emotionless. Showing love, feeling pain is also part of duty. But keeping in the mind it is temporary. So when we say sthita pragya, that he is not disturbed by so much happiness, nor so much distress, that means he has understood it is temporary. It is not that he don't feel that. He feels that, but in the mind it is there very strongly that it is temporary. He don't get excited with that. He doesn't depend on that. That is sthita pragya. It is not that money is coming and I don't want money. No, I know I have money to run this temple, I need money, but I know now the proper use of the money. I am not attached to the money. Okay. Yeah, brother. Huh?
At the time of sleeping,
At the time of sleeping?
we are not conscious enough to feel all the three things, like the gross body and the subtle body.
Yeah.
So when you wake up, then you can feel everything.
Yes.
Conscious now.
Yeah.
So can you say that consciousness is the soul? Because
Yeah, it is an attribute of the soul. It is,
yeah, so can you say that consciousness is the soul? And
it is an attribute of the soul. Soul is also having a form. You are not simply, when we say I am soul, it is not energy, some smoke or something like that, or some sound. It is not like that. Soul is having a spiritual form. Like this form is made on the soul, body of the soul. Otherwise, how this form is made? Like a coat. Coat, the dress is made on the size of the body. Same way, it is like that. Soul is having a form, spiritual form.
so we are saying consciousness is the path to experience the soul.
Yes, it is a consciousness. Which we understand, yeah, it is soul is there. there is a set of protocols for a soul or yeah.
So there is a set of rules in the protocols for soul also for its saving and from one religion to another.
Yeah. There are parameters that how you get these different forms. It is not simply. It is not a cycle. It is not hierarchy. That first you were dog, then you were this. No. When you are on a human platform, you can break this hierarchy. When in this form, now we are very conscious. We can take a decision that whether to liberate myself or again bound in the cycle of birth and death. So the intelligence is given to human form.
So sometimes we are listening about this concept of Vedanta and these things. So there is a type of Vedanta reverse. So there is a protocol for
going. Yeah, it takes time. It is not that soul immediately gets the body. Some time duration is there. But when you are desiring right now, in the present body, your bodies are getting formed. Like that it is. We are forming our bodies. Yeah.
So, in the human body, we experience waking, breathing, and breathing. Right? So, mostly that's the experience that we have of life. So, I was just wondering that if we were a superior, like after the end of a human life, if I were to be a superhuman or a superior species which does not have a body, then what would my experience of life be?
No, in heaven also you have a body. Till the time you are there in this hell to heaven, 14 planetary system, you have to die. But in heaven, you don't get old. Means you don't get white hair. Your body is active, but you will die. Your age is increasing. You will remain like new boy, very young. But you will die. So in all the planets, there is birth, death, old age and disease. Janam, Mrityu, Jada, Vyadi. Even Brahmaji has to die. Like that. So that's why this world is known as Dukkhalyam Ashashti.
So like consciousness, are there other key attributes of soul which are important apart from consciousness?
Yeah, at the time of death, there are three major that how this soul will get the next body on the basis of consciousness, on the basis of the karma, and how much the Lord is pleased with this human, with this soul. How much the Lord, the higher department, is pleased with the soul activities. These are the three parameters. Suppose we have done a lot of vikarma, sins. Our consciousness is bad, right? But at the time of death, somewhere we have chanted Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, or just few months back I started chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and I became very serious. We'll get human form. So it is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, Swalpam api asya dharmasya trayato mahato bhar. That little bit bhakti also, if incompleted way, if not properly, still person will get a chance of human being in which he can perform bhakti and work on his liberation part, on a sadhana part. Karma is the third attribute. Anyone else? Yeah, Madhava.
What is the bhakti? Bhakti is also emotion and praying Lord Krishna and loving him.
Yeah.
It is also emotion.
Yeah. Bhakti means three things: Bhakta, Bhakti and Bhagwan. And it should be done under the guidance of Guru. Because we can't directly approach Krishna. If I have to come through your home also, right? I need some friendship with your daughter, your son, and then you will consider me a good person, right? Otherwise, how will consider me a good person? No, it is not like that. You go to US. In US, when you go home, they introduce their dog also, because you can't offend my dog also. So we can't directly reach Krishna. We need some ladder. We need some path. And that is given by Guru. So Guru tells us that whether your emotion is real emotion or it is simply out of pain. Sometimes we cry for our pains, no? We are not crying for, I want Krishna. We are crying, I want this Krishna. And I am not getting that. Are you getting my point? Suppose you have a husband and your husband is somewhere and you are feeling that separation, that when my husband will come. It's not that when my husband will come and give me something. Is it like that? No. So we are crying for, the real emotion is when we love Krishna. Not in problems only we cry. The Draupadi, Kunti, they were not crying because there were problems. They were crying because Krishna is leaving now Hastinapur. And when Krishna will come back next. They were not having any problem. They were telling, give us problems so that we can remember you more. So Kunti is the only personality in the Srimad Bhagavatam which says, give me problems so that I can remember the Lord more. Not the problem is giving the problem. The problem is Krishna is not there. That is real emotion. So that we need to see from the Guru, from the scriptures, that whether I am simply crying or it is bhakti. So last part, so we have a duty for the body. Next. So Krishna gave some reason to Arjuna. He focuses. Some people think that Bhagavad Gita means they will say don't work. But Krishna emphasized that you have to do your duties, otherwise you will get sins, you will lose your reputation, people will seek over your infamy, they will give you dishonor. So you have to fight. Then he tells, people will think that you left out of fear and they will consider you very insignificant. Or they will give you bad words that you were like this, you were like this. So you have to do your duties. Next, so what is the next question? That we'll discuss in the next class. So it will come in shloka number 2.15. What is that? So he says, Arjuna Uvaja, Sitha Pragyas ka bhasha samadhi sathasya kejva sitadi kim prabhashita. This shloka number is wrong. It was 54, I guess. Sitadi kam prabhasheta kim ashita brajate kim. Go next. So he says, Prabhu, now I want to know that what are the symptoms of those people who are on the soul platform, who are acting on the soul. Then he says, how does he speak? What is his language? How they act? What they do? Then he says, how does they sit and how does he walk? In the sense, he don't want to know that where they sit. He want to know their consciousness. What is their behavior? What is their character? You want to know the person who are acting on the soul platform. That is the second question of Bhagavad Gita. Is it fine? So we already had a question answer. It was nice. Any other question? So we'll do one activity on the platform of soul now. Can we do? एक अच्छे से करेंगे. We'll do chanting. Read. तो आप लोग के लिए गिफ्ट है हमारे पास. Want gift? Small gift? Give mala. 1 minute. I'll drink water in it. You can distribute the seeds.